Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Coach Training Partners. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, and this show is part of the larger Capitalize Your Best podcast network of shows. On Mondays, we have This Is Gonna Hurt, which focuses on personal growth, making a better you. Today's show, Coach Training Partners, is about coaches increasing their revenue or creating coaching programs. On Wednesday, we have the Capitalize Your Best podcast, which is about business and marketing growth. On Thursday, we have an 11 a.m. Eastern live coaching call. And then on Fridays, we have the You're Entitled to Your Opinion podcast, which is a fun review show for things like books and movies, just something to get that out of my system. But friends, thank you and welcome back. Again, we're in the new setup here, the new podcast studio. Thank you for returning, and we're going to get right to it. But I want to say, guys, your participation, your enthusiasm has been fantastic lately. Today, we held our second Decade in a Day, which is an all-day workshop to help people do long-range planning. That rolls into Decade in a Day 2, where you go into greater detail, getting down to the minutia. On the 20th, we have our third Tuesday Thrive workshop, and this one's going to be focusing on growing your body capital. And then fourth Tuesday, we have the Capitalized Marketing Lab. So we have a tremendous number of coaching resources for you here, some free, some paid, but thank you for tuning in. And what I wanted to do today is I want to address 3 errors that you can avoid in creating or growing your coaching business. 3 errors that you can avoid in creating or growing your coaching business. And guys, I've made every error. I'm just telling you. I've been doing this in some sense since 2003, much more intensely since 2000, and really in the last 2.5 years since the Capitalize Your Best program launched, which is a multi-6-figure revenue producing program. I know the mistakes you can avoid and the tips that you can implement to grow your business. I want to share 3 mistakes that you can avoid. So let's hop right in. So number 1, and this one is so prevalent right now. The first mistake that you can avoid is the over dependence on AI. The first mistake you can avoid is an over dependence on AI. I know people who are creating full-scale coaching programs from AI, which to a certain extent there's value in, but if your program doesn't reflect you and it's not a natural expression of you and your skill sets, depending on AI too much in the creation is going to give your program a sense of just generic application, which no one is going to pay for. And then on top of that, I see folks putting out some horrible AI generated marketing content for their coaching programs, and that's not going to win anybody over. Guys, listen, AI is part of what we do and part of how we do things. But if you're just dependent upon it completely for the creation of the program, anybody can do that. So then it's not you. And then if you're just using it to create some really bad graphics to market your program, people look at it and go, that's a really bad graphic. It's not going to grow your business. Your coaching program must reflect you. It must be a representation of who you are. And if it's just being created by AI, it's not you as a coach, it's AI as a coach, and anyone can do that. So folks, please be careful. I see such an over dependence of AI that it is absolutely killing coaching programs. People aren't even interested in them sometimes because they just see so much AI. So over dependence on AI is the first error or mistake I would encourage you to avoid. Number 2, the exact opposite. Underutilization or under dependence on AI. Listen, AI is a tool. And if you've got an outline of a coaching program and you need to know how to make it better, or if you need to know what you can add to it to bring value, AI is there for you. So I wouldn't say go completely without AI. There's some phenomenal resources out there. And I mean, like over on my chat AI, if I mention Capitalize Your Best or Capitalize Your Best Life, it knows my program because I've taught it my program. So therefore, when I ask questions about marketing or about improvements, it knows intimately what I'm talking about. It becomes a trusted advisor. So I can trust its feedback there because I created the program and now it's giving me feedback. So if you haven't done that and you're not using it in that way, you're underutilizing this tremendous resource. And marketing strategy, marketing approaches. There are things and places where AI is super helpful in your coaching program. So first, if you're over dependent upon it, it's going to come across as a generic program. People are not going to want to be a part of it. If you're underutilizing AI, you are missing out on a tremendous resource to help you. Now, third mistake or error to avoid, and this one is the most important. If you are going to be a coach, and if you're going to create revenue from coaching, it is absolutely essential that you yourself have a coach. You can't say, I'm a coach to people, and then you don't demonstrate the very thing that you're trying to implement. You've got to demonstrate a wisdom and a usage of coaching in your own life so you can share that with others. When I wanted to create Capitalize Your Best Life, Capitalize Your Best, I had an idea of where to go, but I needed help. So I paid for a program that doesn't even exist anymore. It's called Premier Excel. And they're not in existence anymore. But I paid them $8,000 to teach me how to properly create a program and to market it. I knew what coaching was, I knew what marketing was, but I needed someone to show me how to do it. And I'm telling you guys, I was monetizing easily within 19 days. And because they taught me how to create the program, organize it, and monetize it, I paid for coaching. So now when I reference that, I can say, listen, I know what it's like to pay someone to help you create a program or grow revenue because I did it myself. And that wisdom from them was immense. So if you are a coach or aspiring to be a coach, you must have a coach in your life to demonstrate the value of it to your clients, but also to get better, to learn what to avoid and what to implement. It was phenomenal for me in doing that. In fact, I have one client that I helped create a coaching program. They now work for Capitalized Marketing. So they went from client, created their own coaching program. Now they're actually working for me and they're helping others. When you do this, when you lean into coaching, you can exponentially multiply what you're doing. So that's one of the reasons we help people create programs and help people grow their revenue, because there's some folks out there with tremendous resources, possibly you, but no one's going to know about it unless you go out there and get the wisdom you need to implement it. And then you have to show integrity and go, hey, I've got a coach as well. This is how I can help you. And so it shows you got wisdom coming down. And I've already got a goal for 2027 of the coach that I want to get. I'm implementing the coach I have now. In 2027, I know what I'm going to go get. So guys, you can tell I got a lot of energy. I had that seminar today. I just got a lot of energy. 3 mistakes to avoid. 1, please do not be over dependent on AI. We see it. We know it's not genuine. Don't underutilize AI. You should use it, but wisely. And 3, the big mistake is if you don't have a coach, you got to go get a coach. Get a coach to be coachable so you can coach others. When you put these things together, you have a greater chance of increasing your revenue. And friends, if you would like to become part of our community where coaching happens, I encourage you to reach out to learn more about the Capitalize Your Best community. We have an online platform, 7-day free trial, daily, weekly, monthly coaching there. Reach out to me. I'll give you a 7-day free trial. It's $29 a month going forward. And guys, if I can help you in any way, let me know. Thanks for taking all this energy I got today. Take it in. Reach out if you got any questions. I can't wait to help, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, friends. See you next week. Bye-bye.